Hello, book nerds. Welcome in. Today we have a very special video with a very special surprise guest.
Hey everybody, this is Michael here.
It's the hubby. Take your mic, honey.
You didn't hear my joke.
Well, they probably did, just not at the same volume.
Boo.
Joshua is back for another video. We are doing a fun little challenge for him in honor of his birthday. So everybody spam happy birthday Joshua in the comments. It's not his birthday when I post this, but it will be the Sunday after. So just spam him with happy birthdays on his birthday weekend, guys.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Because we love Joshua.
That's weird.
Well, I love Joshua. And, people think you're funny. So, all right. So what we're doing, which you guys already know by the thumbnail, is Joshua is going to be reacting to 1-star reviews of some of his favorite books. Now, keep in mind, you don't have a ton of 5 stars and a lot are nonfiction. So there are a few 4 stars on here. So I tried to do mainly, there might have been like 1 nonfiction, maybe. I can't remember. But I tried to do mainly fiction.
Okay.
So he's going to try to, I don't remember. He's going to try to guess by the bad review what book of his that he loves it is. Okay? And I have them all here on the phone. So, one second. So here is the first one. The character suffered, and not only did he make everyone he knew beforehand suffer, but he also made me suffer too.
That's very vague. I read a lot of tragic books about people suffering.
I thought this one would actually give it away, but...
Is it The Count of Monte Cristo? Oh, okay. You worrying about it giving away. Gave it away.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But I guess that's a point for you.
He's wrong and he should feel bad, but...
I know. So I have a couple for this one. I'm going to go with the vaguest one first, though. I would like to register a complaint with whichever committee or entity decided that this book should be considered a classic. It is most certainly one of the worst books I have ever read.
Okay, it's a classic.
So there's
that narrows
not really
it down.
Any, yeah.
It's maybe something about committee or entity. That might be.
I can read part of another one that actually has like certain things about it.
Okay, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe one more.
So this is to the author. Your writing is simply dreadful. It's childlike, uninspiring, the plot ridiculous, and you could use 20 sentences when 2 would suffice.
I feel like this could be Tolkien because that's like a main complaint of people who don't like his writing. He's so flowery and stuff. Is it The Hobbit?
No.
No. Uh-oh.
Here's your last one. What a misogynistic soap operatic mess. The eyes going wide.
Misogynistic. Everything I read is misogynistic.
I was about to say.
I'm a dude. I like being a misogynist. It's so tough.
So many of the reviews were about how misogynistic this book was. Like the bad reviews.
And it's classic.
Yes. Somebody who is apparently childlike, uninspiring, plot ridiculous, and uses 20 sentences when 2 would suffice, and is a soap operatic mess.
I feel like it's Phantom of the Opera. No. Come on, because it's soap operatic. Okay.
Do you get one last guess?
Maybe.
One last guess.
Flowery. This is another.
And remember, it's another 4 to 5, like 4 to 5 range. It doesn't have to be 5-star.
This is so stressful. It's such high stakes.
Yeah. Were you gonna ask me something before?
I was just gonna say it's a classic.
Mm-hmm.
The character is childish. Is it Tom Sawyer? What is
This
it?
is The Three Musketeers by Alexander Dumas.
He is not childish. He's just young. He's allowed to be young. D'Artagnan's allowed to be. No wonder I didn't think of that, because at no point is anyone ever childish in that book. It's literally about a man wanting to grow up and gain responsibility and gain glory by taking on responsibility.
Rant.
He's just so stupid. And yes, he's young, he's rash, he's maybe even irrational.
Dumb review,
I would not call him childish at any point in that book. So no wonder I didn't think of it. He's completely wrong.
I know. So
I'm mad.
Are you ready for the next one?
I don't know. I'm seething a little bit because I didn't get Three Musketeers, and it's one of my favorite books.
I'm sorry. The next one is, it's way too religious. Everything that happens is because someone prayed for it or God willed it.
Okay. There's a couple that come to mind.
Yeah. I do have a second review for this one. That'll be a little bit more clear.
I'm between a couple.
If you'd like to make one guess before I do that.
I'm between a couple in my brain. There's Pilgrim's Progress, and then there's also This Present Darkness by Frank Peretti. And I feel like it would be one of those two that, like, maybe.
Are you wanting to make a guess, or do you need the second?
Maybe give me that second review.
Okay. A thinly veiled religious text that excuses killing animals for fun and profit because God.
Never mind. Both my guesses just went wildly out the window. A thinly veiled religious text that.
I can continue reading this one.
Oh, there's more.
It gets more clear as you go on. Oh. It just might completely give it away.
Give me like another sentence or two or something.
Okay. Not my bag at all. These stupid, continuously breeding, despite their crippling poverty, yokels even deliberately left their cat behind for no reason whatsoever to fend for itself in a wildly dangerous region when finally they up and moved sticks. -1 star for that alone. I would say this book isn't completely awful on an objective level, but I still hated it.
They move and leave the cat.
Honestly, if you had most of the reviews on this one, I was just blown away because I was like, what the heck?
What are these people even talking about?
Yeah, if you'd read this to me, I would have never gotten it.
What? Thinly veiled religious text.
Focus on the other things that it says besides that.
The animal.
Is what I would say.
The cat. What about the cat? What's the deal with the cat?
I don't know. Do you want to know what it is?
No, because I feel like I need to at least attempt one more guess, but I also have no idea. I have no idea what it would be. I don't know why I'm looking at your bookshelf like it's going to be one of your books.
I don't know.
What is it?
Where the Red Fern Grows.
I was going to freaking guess it. I'm going downstairs.
All of the comments, the bad reviews were about how overly religious and ridiculous that one was, and I was like, I remember one or two instances of religion even being mentioned.
At what point is religion even brought up? As anything.
He prays for the dogs, remember? Because his parents can't give him the dogs. But that's the only thing I remember.
Yeah. But you know what else kids do?
Religious.
You know what else kids do? They make lists and send it to the North Pole for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Just because a kid does something doesn't mean that it's overtly religious now.
I know. Are you ready for the next one?
I don't know. I'm sucking so far. I'm 1 for 2. Or no, I'm 1 for 3.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I suck at this.
Okay. Where are the women? If there were any female characters, I wouldn't have dozed as many times as blank had in this book. You know what this is.
It's the Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
Which one?
It's the Two Towers, isn't it? Is it Fellowship? No? Is it the last one?
It's
The Hobbit?
yes.
Oh my gosh, it's
I
the
wouldn't
Hobbit.
have dozed as
Wow.
many times as Bilbo had in this book.
I forget Bilbo naps a lot in the book.
The other 1-star review was goblins, war, anxiety, and a wish to be back in the safety of home. Vibes were 0 out of 10 in this one.
That's because you people don't know taste, don't know class. The whole point of the adventure is he doesn't know what he has until he comes back to it. But then the value of what he has as he comes back to it has changed to him because he himself has changed. And it speaks to the importance of actually knowing what you have and maybe being willing to actually go try risking something in your life and trying to grow as a person so that when you do come back to that same quiet little spot, you know how good it is.
Yeah.
People need to grow up.
I'm sorry.
Grow up. Those reviews were childish.
All right, are you ready for the next one? I have 3 different reviews for this one, but I don't have to tell them all. And you might get it off the first one.
Lay it on me, sister.
All the depth of a kid's Sunday school class where the teachers forget to prepare, so he just decided to wing it and tell them a story.
It's the Pilgrim's Progress.
Some of the other, oh my goodness. And then this one said, not for me, like reading the boring, repetitive parts of the Bible. I guess that's what it's supposed to be, minus the boring parts, but I didn't get anything from reading this. Christian allegorical tales probably aren't ever going to be my thing, but at least I tried it. I'm now quite afraid of tackling the Canterbury Tales. Please tell me they're completely different.
That makes me want to try the Canterbury Tales even more now because that's on my list of things to read.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured that one would be easy for you. So,
well, thank you. That was a good confidence booster one to put in.
Yeah. Okay. So here's another one.
Okay.
I was very surprised that someone who's supposed to be an intellectual person wrote such a stupid book.
That very much narrows it down. We're looking for a smart person who wrote a book.
Yeah, anything else I say, I'm going to have to like bleep out words or whatever.
Okay.
Because a lot of the review gives very specific things away.
Okay.
She is condescending in saying blank this or blank that.
Okay. She.
If you like well-written books that aren't a total waste of time, I would avoid this. She also tells downright lies about the blank.
About the blank. The blank.
I know that she is bitter about losing her job and her son blank, but this book was ridiculous.
Oh my gosh.
His son being blank.
What is this?
This might have been the one nonfiction I put on here.
The one nonfiction.
And I kind of figured all of the 1-star reviews would be about this, not actually any of the substance, but just being angry.
I'm about to say, is this just about the person?
Just being angry in the subject matter because of what the book's about. And it is one of your 5 stars.
It's one of my 5 stars. Yes. It's one of a nonfiction
with a female author.
With a female author where everyone's angry at her instead of at the, it has to be sex, Jesus, and the conversations the church forgot. No. But that's a female author of a nonfiction book that I've given 5 stars.
Did she say anything about her son in that?
No, it doesn't. I guess you have a good point there.
Yeah. I can't say the blank words because you'd instantly know.
Man. Okay. Nonfiction. And I've read. Yeah.
Someone so intellectual. Must be a reason that she calls her intellectual. Blank this, blank that.
I was going to say Allie Beth Stuckley, but
no.
What? No,
you haven't read anything.
I haven't read anything from her, so why am I thinking that?
Tells downright lies about something. Loses her job.
Oh my gosh, what is this?
This is somebody angry, Josh. It doesn't have to mean that what they're saying is true because they're angry.
For some reason, I'm just thinking of Candace Owens all of a sudden out of nowhere. I don't know why.
Joshua, have you really read that many 5-star books? Like nonfiction by a female author?
Female author. People are angry. What would I get angry about? That's not always a reliable indication because I'm a reasonable human being and there are plenty of unreasonable people. No. Wait a minute. Mormons. Mormons are unreasonable people. It has to be. Oh my gosh, what was it called? The wild one. Wow. It's unveiling grace.
Yes.
Unreasonable people.
Yes. She was condescending and saying Mormon this or Mormon that. She was always telling downright lies about the LDS church. I know that she's bitter about losing her job and her son being excommunicated, but this book was ridiculous. And all of the 5-star reviews were about that. And it was like, I guess you didn't actually listen to anything that she said in the book.
You probably didn't pay attention to
the way that she was treated.
Yeah, probably didn't also pay attention to the fact that she cites her sources, and you can go check those sources because she's, an academic who does her research.
It was really hard to find a review that didn't have it like every other sentence. There were so many that was like, straight lies about all the LDS history. This isn't true, and this isn't true. And I was like, girl, saying something ain't true don't make it true.
The sky is purple. Prove me wrong.
Okay, are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
That was your third or fourth one? I don't even know. My third or fourth. I've only gotten I can go through and like put it up at the end of the video when I'm editing to be like, very, very who won?
The 1-star reviews or me.
Okay, I think this is the most generic one. Propaganda for children.
Any idea how that does not narrow things down at all? Propaganda for children. Propaganda for children. I'm going to take a propaganda at this propaganda for children.
The writing is so drab and ceaselessly monotonous that watching paint dry must be infinitely more interesting than reading this.
Again, that also does not help. You
apparently read some boring books.
I apparently am just into some boring stuff. Is this the Chronicles of Narnia? No.
I would go fight somebody if they said that about the Chronicles.
Well, I would also probably go fight someone about that, but like,
oh my goodness.
Okay, so it's not Chronicles. It's got to be something kids related, I imagine. That's just very boringly written.
Okay, so this book is a piece of nationalist propaganda using oversimplification, emotional appeals, and dualistic morality to shut down her readers' minds. More troubling is that it is aimed at children who don't yet have the critical faculties to defend themselves for such underhanded methods. Yeah, I know. You read some really rough stuff, Josh.
It's my stuff. The stuff I like apparently triggers people.
I didn't even read all of this, girls. This might be a man. I think it's a man. I'm sorry. He has an olden picture, and I wasn't even paying attention. I think it's a man. Blank doesn't seem to understand that we get our morality from our culture, and it isn't something inborn that we can lose. This is the first hint of her misunderstanding of the human mind. She assumes her own morality is correct and then builds her story to fit it.
So it's a her. The author is a her.
Yeah, the author is a her.
Is this one Sex Jesus in the conversation?
This is not a nonfiction.
For some reason, I'm just obsessed with nonfiction, and specifically that book by Moisom. For some reason, I'm fixated on that.
That is not on here.
It's not on here.
Because the other one was the only nonfiction.
Okay, so it's...
I probably would have never gotten it from these.
These are it's just spewing hate and just asserting things that I guess are just against the person, and it's just like...
Her Christ figure uses literal magic powers to rebel against his society. This rebellion and the morality behind it are presented as natural to contrast with the abnormal morality around him.
This person was tripping on something for sure, because my dear goodness, I don't even know what we're saying anymore. What are we talking about? What are we talking about now?
You gotta just give a guess.
It's for kids. Man, what have I read that's for kids? Because there's Chronicles, there's like Magic Treehouse, but I doubt Magic Treehouse would trigger that kind of response. Oh, because there was Gathering Blue. But I read The Giver before that. Is it The Giver?
It is The Giver.
What?
I know. I was like, Christ-like figure? What was this person smoking when they read this book.
I was going like more towards like some sort of Christian children's classic or Christian children's literature, not
and all this stuff about like propaganda and trying to like ingrain. I'm like,
propaganda. The book is literally anti-propaganda.
Propaganda. Like, what the heck?
The book is literally meant to
reading into this.
Like the book was literally trying to demonstrate that a culture it's literally opposite to everything that he's saying. The book is meant to demonstrate that the culture in which one grows up in is not the ultimate source of right and wrong, because they can do things without your knowledge or permission just because you grow up in it. Yeah. And that alone does not make it correct.
Who was tripping? My fingerprint.
Pray for that boy. My phone has a fingerprint button on its power button to unlock it, and it sometimes gets petty at my wife.
So this one is kind of mean because there's one that like does not give anything, and then the other one kind of gives it away. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
There's like 2 females in this book, and they're both awful. I think this dude hates women.
Okay. Well, now this one's making me think of like The Lord of the Rings or something like that. For some reason,
there's more than 2 girls in The Lord of the Rings.
I guess that's true. There's Arwen, Galadriel, Eowyn. Yeah. Anyways,
there's at least 3.
There's at least 3.
And then there was that
Are you saying
maid girl?
Are you saying this 4. To say that it is or isn't The Lord of the Rings?
Well, no, because there's more than 2 females.
Okay. So there is definitely only 2.
Yes.
Female
like
characters.
There really is only 2 female characters in this entire book.
Yeah, that one does not give me.
No, actually, he's wrong. If you count like a side character that like never really comes back, there's a couple others at the beginning that are female. This review lied. And I didn't even catch that right away. Thank you for pointing that out to me. Do you want the second one?
Maybe. Because I still feel like
I couldn't wait for them all to be eaten.
Oh my goodness. It's Jurassic Park.
Yeah, because there's Lex and there's Sattler.
There's Sattler.
But there's the girl at the beginning.
The girl at the start.
And then there's also the nanny at the beginning that is talking to them. And then there's another scientist at the beginning that is talking. Like, there's a couple of females at the beginning. But throughout also, the majority, there's only 2.
Not to seem sexist, but I feel like most women would not enjoy the idea of working on an island full of reptiles big enough to eat them. There are obviously exceptions, but I feel like per capita, at least 70-75% of females would not want to work in a place full of things that could eat them.
That's also a good point. I think one of the servers who brings out their food when Hammond's acting like nothing is wrong is also a girl.
There you go. There you see.
We have at least 5+ women in this book.
Given the amount of characters, probably totals to that percentage range of characters.
Are you ready
in the book?
For the next one?
Sorry, the next one.
This book spells trite excellently. Trite.
Right.
Unfortunately, that's the best quality it possesses.
Thank you for giving me so much to work with, stranger on the internet.
This idea has been overworked many times before, and if I may borrow a baking metaphor, overworked dough makes for flat product.
I mean, I'm sure you're probably right about the whole baking thing. I wouldn't know.
Not only does he steal from successful greats, but ignores completely that the reason why they were great would be because of their ingenuity.
Yes.
Ingenuity. Oh my gosh, if I can get that word. With going to the source and making it their own from there. This book takes information from others' mouths, I think he meant, throws it together into a I don't know that word. Conglomerate? Oh, is that what that word is? Conglomerate mess. I don't think I've ever seen that like spelled out. Tries to serve it with a different label on an old beverage and expects the reader to eat this previously chewed, bland, ill-matched blob of scraps. That was a good
I'm
diss.
not sure what this is, but I know this guy freaking hates it.
I feel like that was
hates it.
Quite a good.
Oh my gosh!
Diss,
like
though.
he just dissed and raw dogged on this book and just.
This is somebody else's. Just one line.
Okay.
Probably the most expensive fan fiction I've ever read.
What have I read that
Do
could
you
be?
have any idea? I have one last one, but it may give away. So
could you like at least help me with like a genre?
It's fiction.
Oh. That's on me. That's on me. I wasn't specific.
I don't know whether you read this a 4 or 5 stars, but I know that you love this book.
Because the problem is, here's the problem. There are so many things that could just be like just straight ripoffs, straight fanfics. Absolutely, I'm willing to agree with that. Like some people just lack the creativity to make something new, and to like, you know, take something, rework it, break it down to its tropes and its archetypes and its stereotypes, all the typological stuff. But it's like, would I agree with them?
I really want to read the last one to you.
What is it?
It says appalling. As if written by an enthusiastic but tragically over-encouraged teenager who insufferably supported parents with insufferably supportive parents who somehow happen to be well-connected in the publishing industry.
Wait a minute. Is it actually written by a teenager who's overly supportive parents with connections in the publishing industry?
Well, you didn't hear the end. Wait. Oh, carry on.
I think I know what this is. Because Christopher Paolini wrote Aragon when he was a teenager.
It is. It's Aragon. So what do you think of that first review then? Okay, after knowing what it is.
The first review with the trite?
Yeah. And then all the other stuff about the like, same thing over and over and stuff.
I get it. Because I think Aragon exposes a kind of serious problem that fantasy was starting to have, especially in the time that it was written, where this kid, he has a genuine idea. He just doesn't know how done up his idea is. And other people don't quite understand yet how done up his idea is, to where like there's already kind of a hardcore fantasy reading fan base that are growing up on books like Legends of Shannara, Wheel of Time, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings, and The Hobbit, and The Silmarillion, and all that stuff, obviously, to where they don't realize like that hardcore group fantasy is not in the mainstream yet. That hardcore group's like, Aragon who? Aragon what? So what? Another dragon book, another kid meets dragon book. Who freaking cares? But then other people, as fantasy enters the mainstream, they're like, wow, this is so new. Never encountered this before. Never had this happen before. And then they come in and they're like, I don't understand why people hate on this book so much. And that's me. That was me. I was a teenager. I was 10, I think, when I first read Aragon.
Oh, really?
So yeah, that would have been me. I would have been in that second camp. And so I still like it for the nostalgia factor. And I do still think that you could eventually read it as a person, but I kind of agree. I see what they're saying now that I know what they're talking about.
Gotcha. All right, you ready? There's 2 more.
2 more. Okay.
Goodness. So this will be my first and last of this author's books. He took an interesting premise and made it ridiculously flat and boring. I couldn't even get past the halfway point. Oof. Which, let me just say, if you don't even read half the book, you have no business giving it any star rating on Goodreads, because you didn't even read half or more than half of it to give it a substantial rating. Like, that's just my personal opinion. You have to at least read more than half of it to be able to give it any sort of rating.
I think the only exception that I would make to that rule, personally, is if there was just explicit content in it that is gratuitous, unneeded. But
I would put it as DNF and then write that. I wouldn't give it a star rating. Because I didn't, Okay. Of course, I'm the person who drudged through and finished The Color Purple so that I could trash it as much as possible.
I'm proud of you for that. We're all proud of her for that, aren't we? We're all proud of her for that.
Yes.
I feel like I only have half the picture because you only read half the book. Is there another?
Yeah. Is it possible to give the book a half a star? This book made me cringe from the opening paragraph, but because of what I wanted to figure out, because I wanted to figure out the plot of this book, I still can't figure. Okay.
I can't figure out your 1-star review.
This guy is missing words. I still can't figure out what anything other than. I think. I still can't figure out anything other than that there were mutated apes. This book reminded me of a bad Stephen King fan fiction with a knack for genetic splicing, like with the Maxim Ride series. Okay, I would never recommend this book to a friend. I wouldn't even recommend it to my worst enemy.
That's high praise, because I'm worse than your worst enemy.
What is it?
It's a Frank Peretti book, but I forget the name.
What? You have not read that many Frank Peretti books.
I know, but you see, you don't understand. I have the attention span and memory recollection of a golden retriever.
Like what he was saying about
no, right. As soon as I heard mutated apes, I knew exactly what it was.
Like a bad Stephen King fanfic.
Also, here's another rant here. You ready? You don't just get to insult people by comparing something to a genuinely good work. You also don't get to insult someone by just comparing it to what other people would readily say is a garbage author. You say, oh, it's like Stephen King, but worse. You know what I hear? You know what my brain thinks that is actually reasonably functioning properly? If I want to go away from weirdly sex-affixated author that might have some good prose, but has just this weird fascination with being grossly, intensely infatuated with human beings' sexual reproductive organs. Yeah, thank you, actually. It's a very helpful review because it's Monster by Frank Peretti. And I think you should really give that book another shot, because if you do like Stephen King, if you like thrillers, you would actually like that one. I'm sorry that your little neuron dopamine hooked brain can't get your little dopamine fix by reading about smut like you can with Stephen King. Honestly, said what I said.
King, you're writing horror. Horror is not over-sexualized things.
Horror is never over-sexualized. Neither is it okay.
He should define it as like body horror stuff.
You could define it as body horror. That would be fine. If that's what
he's writing, because it's practically been in every single work that I've tried to test. And I've been like, if you just take this out, I would understand the horror concept. And I would think it's a much better work. But
you people need to understand.
He has body horror and like everything.
He has body horror, but then it's a genuine, almost pornographic obsession with his works, and people won't talk about it. Popular, how do I say it? Booktubers don't talk about it, and I wish that they would. I wish that they would call it out, because that's the facts. I don't want to be reading about pornography. I don't want to be reading pornography. I don't. I'm not into that. If I want to enjoy some sort of pleasant sexual experience, I married a woman for that. She's lovely, amazing, and wonderful. I don't need that from no one else, especially not some weird, icky dude. Okay. Call out pornography.
Are you ready for the last one?
I think so. I'm sorry. This has been a very ranty, rambly one. I apologize. I'm sorry. Your video is probably not going to be that popular because I'm ranting.
Reactionary melodrama with a dash of anti-Semitism. Am I saying that right?
Anti-Semitism?
Yes. Okay. Not good.
Wrong words. Okay.
And then somebody else said the most intellectually insulting book I've ever read. I tell you, people really think that your books are boring and insulting, misogynistic.
Which just tells me I'm going in the very, very right direction.
Unbearably bad, terrible prose, padded and predictable, vicious anti-Semitic finale. I do have a little bit more of like a historical context.
Okay.
Here if you want.
Maybe just a little
bit.
The
first chapter was great, but the rest was melodramatic Victorian nonsense.
Victorian.
So there's a couple of whatever's for you.
Here's what we got to do. We got to logic it in reverse. These people have upside down view on reality. If it's intellectually insulting, that means it's actually highly intellectual.
Yeah.
I was about to say if it's anti-Semitic, then that means it has to actually portray Jews in a good light. That might not be true, or maybe it just mentions Jews in it. So maybe it mentions Jews.
So it mentions Jews. It's Victorian era. Intellectual. And boring.
I've only read so many that are like that. We have already gone through both the Dumas.
Your time is a ticking.
Since when have I had a timer?
Since the video is over 40 minutes long.
Uh-oh. Editing Ktree's gonna hate me. I'm gonna have to make it up to her later.
Yes, he is. What is it?
Well, it could only be one thing. It could only be the Scarlet Pimpernel, really.
It is.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Oh.
It's the Scarlet Pimpernel.
Wow, I haven't read that one in years.
You haven't. You read that one around the time, like the first year or two of our marriage.
Yeah. That was like when I first started getting into reading. Sorry, microphone up. That was when I first started getting into reading again. And I was like,
you really liked that one.
Trying books out. Yeah, trying to get a feel. But I liked that one. And honestly, I gotta say, here's one last rant. Look at 1-star reviews of your favorite books, because they might just give you a reason to reread them. And you might just find out how wrong they are. Or maybe how right they are. There's my wisdom.
So what is the Jew thing in it?
I'm pretty sure there's just like a Jew. It's either a disguise that he takes to where he looks like a Jew, or he like
that would make sense. Why they
or he
would
like bribes a Jew, or a Jew like accepts a bribe at some point, and they'd be like, "Oh, it's so anti-Semitic to mention a Jew in its proper historical." Yes, Jews throughout history were dirtbags. That's why they've been kicked out of almost every single country they've ever lived in. Sorry, now your video is going to be really unpopular.
It's not me that we kill them or anything.
World War II
and Nazis and all were very bad.
People are still image bearers of God, worthy of dignity and respect.
But I would understand,
but also it's not for no reason.
Everybody's all whatever about that nowadays, though. Like if you put on a costume, disguise, like that's the whole point of the book, dude.
Yeah,
he
that's the whole
puts
thing.
On disguises. So like what were you going to expect?
He wears it.
He probably culturally appropriates about everybody in that book.
Is it that you're upset that he did it, or are you upset that he's right in doing it? Or are you upset that he actually fools people?
Anyways, if you want to hear more philosophical talks from Joshua, leave a comment down below.
Don't. You don't want that. I'm just gonna sit
make sure we spam happy birthday to my sweet husband and thank him for being here.
So much reading.
Next time, we're going to have to get him to do some 1-star reviews, read some of my favorite books, and see if I can guess them or not. I will put what the total tally was down on the screen because I totally lost track. I think I had somewhere between 10 and 12 books in total, but
I don't think I got enough.
We'll just put it down below. And yeah, thanks for coming along, and we'll see you on the next one.